Hello, dears. It's been a while. It's good to be with you. Today, this will be an update about a show I'm in and a film coming out this year, and some of the projects that I've been working on, and some ideas that have been coming forth for this channel. So to see if it's a ride you want to buckle up for. And of course, if you're interested in accent training, do head over to the 21 Accents channel, because we divided that about 10 years ago. It's got lots of content from all of our amazing coaches at 21 Accents, and there's a whole academy we've been building. I've done a whole bunch of new courses on there, so that's over there. This channel is for inspirations, insights. It's my sandbox for playing with different characters and kind of whatever comes through. Whatever comes through from inspiration. And as you may know, if you've been following me, if the inspiration is flowing elsewhere, as it has been in other projects, I'm not going to just force something here. I only come here when it feels like there is something that wants to be shared with you all in this format. So that's why I'm here today. And I really honor that practice for myself. And I'm learning how to do that without pressure. There's a word that I recently discovered. It's impel. When we are impelled to do something, we feel that call from within and we follow that. Or we align with that flow. My words. But whereas compel, being compelled to do something, is by outside force, being pressured or pressed into something. So it's 2024. I offer that distinction in case it's as helpful for you as it is for me. And as always with this channel and with anything that I share, take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, let it inspire something new for you, and or head to another channel if it's if it's not your jam. Total respect. But I'm gonna share things here I would share things that are deeply personal to me. I would share from the heart, things that are very honest and real and raw for me. And so let's create a safe space together. Let's create a space where we can be honest with each other. I do welcome honest, respectful feedback. I love it. It helps me grow. So, and feel free to share things that are helpful for you in the chat, in case it's helpful for others as well. All right, so a little update and then a little foreshadowing of what's to come. And yes, I did say the training for accents is on 21 Accents channel and 21accents.com, but I will very likely be, speaking in different ways here, as is my wont. So don't worry, it's not going to be, I don't know, you'll still get me in all of the oddness that I am. So, some things you can look forward to. If you are a fan of cartoons, I am several characters in a really fun cartoon called Boss Baby Back in Business, with the most recent series or season. It's already out on Netflix, so if you want to watch that, I'll put in the chat the different characters that I play in the different episodes. But it might be fun to just go watch and see if you can guess who I am. I'm several different people. It was a really, really fun gig. The team is amazing. The writing is amazing and really heartfelt and really funny. So do check that out. It's on Netflix. It was so cool because I had auditioned for this one role who's recurring, and she's a lot of fun. I don't want to tell you anything. But then when I got in to do the session, the director said, "So when your name came up, we were like, oh my gosh, Amy Walker, she does lots of accents, right? So would you mind also doing an Irish character?" Darn, spoiler. But anyway, I was like, sure. So these are the things, fellow actors. If you say you can do it on your resume, you better be able to bust it out in the moment on the gig. Those are my favorites. So, of course, I only put things on my resume that I can do that with, because this happens. So that was another really fun character, and I even got to stay for the credits, because there's one episode where I get to sing like an Irish punk singer. It was really, really fun. And then some other characters as well, they just kept bringing me in. And it's so fun when the writers laugh and when the directors laugh. So that was a really great gig. So feel free to check that out. I'm also coming out this year. I had the deep, deep honor this last year in 2023 of being asked to voice Audrey Hepburn for a documentary that's coming out this year in 2024, as far as I know. It's a documentary on Henry Mancini, who's a phenomenal composer and songwriter and conductor, and a household name in my household growing up. He's done so many, that dun 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 dun. I know I was in two different keys there. Sorry. But yeah, so many incredible people are in this movie. Quincy Jones, John Williams, Michael Bublé, the London Philharmonic, the LA Philharmonic, Stevie Wonder. So totally check this out. Stay tuned. I'll let you know when I know more. But Henry Mancini also did the score for Breakfast at Tiffany's, starring Audrey Hepburn, and wrote the song for Moon River, for which he won the Oscar. I got to hold it. So Greg Field, the producer, and his wife Monica Mancini, who's the daughter of Henry Mancini, they're producers on this. And get this, y'all, they found me through my YouTube, through a video that I made in my character sketches series, where I was attempting to do the impossible, which is always what I attempt to do in those, of embodying as closely as possible in 10 minutes, one take only, Audrey Hepburn. So he just Greg really appreciated the love and respect and accuracy I brought to that video and to that practice, and reached out. So you never know when you put something out and you put your love into it and you put all your skill and time and effort into it, you never know what it might bring back, even years later, like 8 or 9 years later. So I'm sending you that for this year. It's an incredible project. I'm totally honored. And Greg did come into the booth afterward and said, okay, you have to do it once more and I have to video it. So that you can see what it looks like. And so he said, once the film is out, I can post that as well, so that you can see me in the booth. Yeah. And then you may know, if you've been following me, I've been working for years, a lot of research, much of it there, on a screenplay for really a franchise that I'm really, really excited about. But first, this is for a film. I'm always just mindful about not saying too much in the beginning, but as you may know, it's set in London in the early 1800s, and I've been doing a ton of research into the actual demographics then, and who was there from Africa, who was there from India, why, via East India Company, or who was there from other parts of Asia, from the Middle East, so that we can, in rendering this, it's a fictional story, but there is some nonfiction to it as well. And the goal is to, highlight who was actually there, the demographics that were actually present in London, even though most of the period things we've seen depicting that time period have been an all-white cast. So this is deeply important to me, to represent history and to be looking at, who have we left out of history, and for what reasons, and can we bring back that richness of our shared history? Yes, we can, and have fun doing it, be entertained, be inspired, be uplifted, have it be family friendly, and a great tale that has all the things. So let me know if you'd be interested in hearing some of the research, because wow, very eye-opening. And fortunately, it's been getting a really good reception from industry colleagues. In fact, it got me a new job with somebody, a writer-producer I've wanted to work with for about 20 years, on helping to develop series that they're working on that's a young adult fantasy series. So I would really, really love to hopefully get to dialogue some more with you about that. It's a genre I love. And again, very diverse cast in terms of ethnicity, ability, genders, orientations. So we get to do that with fantasy. And we get to do that with any of the art that we create. That's so important to me. So, yeah, can't say too much, but stay tuned for when I can. And in terms of this channel, this is really, it's always been my sandbox. There are several concepts that have been very helpful to me and that have been helpful to some people I've shared them with, that I'll share with you. You might know I'm a total nerd. I love quantum physics. I love thinking about things from an energetic standpoint, and I experience life largely in a holographic standpoint, and time more and more holographically.